Well, now we know. The IPCC, a body of the world's leading climate experts, has stated unequivocally that humans burning fossil fuels have caused climate change, and we're running out of time. The United Nations has declared that humanity is now on code red. It's not news. Scientists have been predicting this for over 100 years. Big Oil has known and hidden since the 1970s what they were doing to our planet. What are we likely to see in the future? The past few months should give us a clue. There have been extreme weather events across the globe. Canada, Germany, France, Italy, Russia, Japan. It's just a taste, and unless we take rapid action now, there will be even more devastating consequences in the future. Bushfires in Australia will become more frequent and more intense over longer periods. Flooding will increase. Oceans will rise dramatically, with coasts flooding and shorelines retreating. We will have more days of extreme heat. Ecosystems will die. So will people. So, what action is our government taking to address climate change and protect its citizens? Sadly, very little indeed. When Scott Morrison claims we will meet global emissions reduction targets, he is lying. Emissions from mining, electricity, industry, transport and landfill went up by 7% before the pandemic. Barnaby Joyce won't consider getting to zero emissions by 2050 unless someone comes up with a plan. Hey, hang on. Aren't you in government, Barnaby? Shouldn't you, as the government, be coming up with a plan? Our Prime Minister spouts one of his inane slogans, technology, not taxes, while slashing funding to research bodies like the CSIRO and ARENA, the very organisations which might be able to come up with technological solutions. This same man brought a lump of coal into Parliament. Coal! And exhorted us not to be afraid. Well, I am afraid, Scott. I'm afraid for people who will see their homes sinking into the ocean. I'm afraid for people who will die from extreme heat. I'm afraid for people who will lie cowering in their houses as roofs fly off and trees crash down around them. I'm afraid for people who will die cruel and painful deaths or be rendered homeless in horrific fires and floods. I'm afraid for our children and grandchildren who will bear the physical and financial burden of your addiction to fossil fuels and the donations you get from those industries. I'm afraid for all the beautiful ecosystems that could disappear forever. Actually, not just afraid, Scott. I'm absolutely furious. While unions, businesses, farmers and scientists want to focus on green energy, you want a gas sledge recovery. Seriously, Scott? Don't you know that gas is a fossil fuel too? This is not a left-right issue. This is not a Greens issue. This is a global issue. And as one of the biggest per capita polluters, we must make a significant contribution. This government has weaponised climate change denial for short-term political benefit. The massive costs of inaction have not been considered. But there will be a reckoning, Scott. And it may be you in the dock. Want a short, sharp slogan, Scott? Step up or step aside.